Terrible timing for the
If
playoffs.
I'm LeBron, I truly, after this, no, seriously, after having a great season like this for this team and for it to go down to injuries, knowing that they're not going to win the championship, I would really consider retirement. This is demoralizing.
A 19-year-old kid from Maine just stepped onto an NBA court, stared LeBron James straight in the face, and outscored him. In just 20 seconds of that stretch, he dropped 15 points. LeBron still finished with 30 points, 15 assists, and 9 rebounds, playing like a man carrying a broken team on his back. And yet, it still wasn't enough. Cooper Flagg didn't care about the legacy. Didn't care about the resume. He just played basketball. So now the question is real. Is Cooper Flagg already good enough to compete for MVP next season? Or does he still need time to develop? Drop your honest take in the comments right now. And seriously, take a moment to appreciate how crazy the NBA feels right now.
Joe, because at one point, Luke Kennard had more shot attempts than LeBron.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be, hey, I understand. And LeBron is old enough to be Cooper Flagg's dad. As a matter of fact, Bronny is older than Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
So that, with that being said, you see how aggressive he was?
Yeah.
You're going to have to match that. Because your guys, your auxiliary guys, they're not going to be able to play well enough if you don't get off to the great start because you're going to dig yourself a hole.
LeBron James is 41 years old. 4 championships. All-time leading scorer in NBA history. He's been the face of the league for so long that there are grown adults, with jobs, with families, who have never known basketball without him dominating the conversation. He's done everything. Won everything. Seen everything. And then, on a Sunday night, a 19-year-old rookie who grew up watching LeBron on TV walked into the same arena and outdueled him. 45 points. And handed the Lakers a loss they simply cannot afford right now.
Watch this look, and son, pass.
And then there was the one afterwards that you knew the dad was coming out as well. He was like, hold on, look.
Final score, Mavericks 134, Lakers 128. Yes, the loss matters, especially with the Lakers fighting for position in the Western Conference. But that's not the real story. The story is Cooper Flagg. 19 years old. 45 points. 9 assists. 8 rebounds. 2 steals. 1 block. This isn't just a good game. This is one of the most jaw-dropping rookie runs the NBA has seen in decades. And if you think that sounds exaggerated, just wait. The night before this game, Flagg dropped 51 points against the Orlando Magic.
Well, no teenager has ever scored 50 points in an NBA game. There's a chance for it right here, right now. It's happened.
That made him the youngest player in NBA history to score 50 at just 19 years and 103 days old. Then he came back the very next game and dropped 45. Back-to-back 40-plus point games as a rookie. According to NBC, he's the first rookie to do that since Allen Iverson back in the 1996-97 season. And his combined 96 points across those 2 games? The most by a rookie since Wilt Chamberlain. Yes, that Wilt Chamberlain. Not some random player from the past. One of the most dominant athletes in sports history. And now Cooper Flagg, a teenager from Maine who played at Duke, is being mentioned in the same sentence. 2 years ago, that idea would have sounded ridiculous. Now, nobody's laughing. And what makes it even crazier? This wasn't against a weak team in a meaningless game. This was against LeBron James. A LeBron who was missing key teammates and responded the way superstars do, by taking over. He gave everything he had. It just wasn't enough, because Flagg gave more.
Joe, because at one point, Luke Kennard had more shot attempts than LeBron.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be, hey, I understand. And LeBron is old enough to be Cooper Flagg's dad. As a matter of fact, Bronny is older than Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
So that, with that being said, you see how aggressive he was?
Yeah.
You're going to have to match that. Because your guys, your auxiliary guys, they're not going to be able to play well enough if you don't get off to the great start because you're going to dig yourself a hole. And you don't have Luka to bounce back. You don't have Luka that can take the game over. You don't have AR that's giving you, as Joe said, those 53, 55 points that you normally would have between those two guys. So with that being said, you passing the ball, yeah, he got 15 assists. And everybody's like, no. I would rather have 10 assists and 10 more shot attempts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he needed to try to keep the Lakers afloat until everybody, okay, now I'm going to make you double. But it was looking like, okay, I'm going to back. Let me see if I can scan. And I'm going to pass the ball, as you mentioned. I'm going to pass the ball to Ayton. I'm going to pass the ball to LaRavia. LaRavia definitely had a bad day shooting the basketball, 3 of 11. But I just thought LeBron was too passive to begin with. But Joe, at this point in time, this is in nature. I don't know if he knows really how at this juncture, because for so long he's been kind of pass first.
Even the first half of this game made history. Both players had already scored 20-plus points before halftime. And for the first time ever, an NBA game featured a teenager and a 40-plus-year-old both scoring 20 or more points. Think about that. The youngest and oldest ends of the NBA spectrum going head-to-head and both dominating. That's not just rare. That's something you may never see again. And honestly, it only happened because Cooper Flag and LeBron James exist in the league at the same time.
He's obviously special. I've seen that all the way back to like the AAU days when he was coming up in the ranks and playing with his team out of Maine and just doing the things that he was doing on the circuit. So knew he was special from there, and he's just taking that from what he was doing back home to the AAU circuit to Duke, and now here he's just getting better and better and better.
After the game, the respect between the two was undeniable. LeBron didn't give some generic press conference answer. He spoke about Flag with real admiration. He said Flag has been special since his early days, even back when he was just a kid playing AAU ball in Maine. And according to LeBron, he's only gotten better and better. He talked about Flag's love for the game, his work ethic, and how it all shows on the court. Then he made an even bigger point. Not just about Flag, but about the entire 2025 rookie class. And if this is the future of the NBA, the league is in very good hands.
Well, it looks like he loves the game. He's putting in the work, so he's gotten better. But it's a great rookie class. You look at VJ at Philly, you look at Con in Charlotte, you look at Dylan in San Antonio. It's a great rookie class, and all those guys are making an impact in their respective teams. So the league is in good hands with those rookies.
LeBron James didn't just talk about one rising star after this game. He zoomed out and gave respect to an entire new generation. He said the league is in good hands. And he didn't say it casually. He specifically name-dropped Cooper Flag, Con Newpel in Charlotte, Dylan Harper in San Antonio, and VJ Edgecombe in Philadelphia, calling this rookie class one of the most impactful we've seen in years. According to LeBron, these guys aren't just talented. They're already changing games for their teams. And when that kind of statement comes from LeBron James, it carries real weight. Because this is someone who has been the face of the NBA for over 20 years. The standard. The expectation. The center of the basketball world. So when he looks around the league and says, "We're good," that's not just praise. That's perspective. That's a legend, nearing the final chapters of his career, recognizing that the future of the league is already in motion and it's strong enough to carry everything forward. But what makes this moment even more powerful is how Cooper Flag responded. Because the respect went both ways. After the game, Flag didn't try to steal headlines or create controversy. He kept it real. He talked about being a kid, sitting at home, watching LeBron James on TV. Studying him. Learning from him. He said sharing the court with LeBron felt like a dream come true. He called it surreal. He called it incredible. He called LeBron one of the greatest of all time. And then, he went out there and dropped 45 points on him. That's what makes this different. That's what makes Flag so dangerous. He's not loud. He's not chasing attention. He's not trying to manufacture rivalries for clicks. He's showing respect to greatness, while quietly becoming the next version of it. And that combination, humility off the court, dominance on it, is rare. That's not something you can teach. That's instinct. That's belief. That's a level of confidence that shows up when the lights are brightest. And right now, Cooper Flagg has it in a way that should seriously concern every team in the Western Conference for the next 10 years. Now flip the perspective, because for the Lakers, this isn't just about one loss. This is where things start to look worrying. Luka Doncic, who was making a serious late-season push into the MVP conversation, is now sidelined with a hamstring injury. Reports suggest he could miss the rest of the regular season, and there's even talk of him seeking specialized treatment in Europe to speed up recovery. But the reality? There's no guarantee he's ready for the playoffs. And then there's Austin Reeves. The team's second leading scorer is dealing with an oblique strain that could keep him out 4 to 6 weeks. Which likely means he's missing the entire first round. So now you're looking at this situation clearly. A 41-year-old LeBron James being asked to carry the full offensive load in the playoffs against elite competition. And after what we just witnessed, where LeBron played at a high level and still came up short, that's not a comforting equation. Right now, the Lakers are in a tight race in the Western Conference standings. They're tied with the Denver Nuggets for third place, and just barely ahead of the Houston Rockets. That margin matters. Because dropping to fifth means losing home court advantage. And for a team already dealing with injuries, that could completely reshape their playoff path. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Mavericks might not be fighting for playoff positioning anymore. But what they are doing is building history. Because what Cooper Flagg is putting together right now is not normal. 45 points against LeBron. Back-to-back 40-plus point games. Production we haven't seen from a rookie since Allen Iverson. And when you stretch it even further, you start hearing names like Wilt Chamberlain. That's the level we're talking about. That's the level we're talking about. And when Flagg was asked about being compared to LeBron's rookie season, the conversation got even deeper. Back in 2003-04, LeBron averaged 20.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists, numbers that were considered unbelievable for a teenager entering the league straight from high school. Those numbers set the standard. For decades. Now, Flagg is pushing into territory where analysts are running out of historical comparisons. Even Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd, who once coached LeBron, is now telling Flagg to study LeBron's career as a blueprint. Think about that for a second. The man who coached LeBron is now coaching the player who might become the next face of the league. And he's pointing directly at LeBron as the standard to chase. For over 20 years, LeBron James has been the measuring stick. Every young star gets compared to him. Every breakout performance gets framed through him. That's how dominant his presence has been. But on this night, something felt different. For the first time in a long time, the measuring stick got measured. Cooper Flagg, 45 points. LeBron James, 30 points. Result, Lakers lose. And just like that, the NBA sent a message to everyone watching. The next era isn't waiting in line. It's already here. And it's not asking for permission. The torch isn't being passed. It's being taken. So if you're watching this right now, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Because moments like this is how new legends begin. Fire.